Are those people giants, Bob?
No, Scoop. They're architects.
Oh, that's a shame. What's an architect?
Architects design a building before it's built. They might make a cardboard model like this one or create a special drawing. So when builders like us are on site, the architect's drawing shows us what we need to build.
Cool! I'm going to be an architect and design my own garage. There'll be a sunroof and a playroom, and it'll be 10 stories high! Big problem, Bob! It's our wash day, but the tap for the hose is broken!
We can't have you guys staying dirty. I'd better call a plumber.
What's a plumber?
A worker who knows everything about pipes and taps to sinks and toilets. There, that should do the trick. Ready for bath time?
Just one more problem, Bob. Muck's lost its rubber ducky!
Again?
Wow, Bob, Mr. Bentley's garden is nice!
He must have a great landscaper.
A what?
A landscape gardener, someone who works in a garden or outdoor space to make it look interesting and beautiful.
Oh, like planting Mr. Bentley's perfectly mown lawn?
Yes.
And growing his bed of tulips?
Uh-huh.
And shaping his garden hedge?
Yes. Hang on. How do you know so much about what's in Mr. Bentley's garden?
Oh, because I had to drive over it all to get my football back.
Scoop!
Can you build a birdhouse for gold, please, Bob?
Sure, Scoop. Today you can call me Bob the Carpenter.
All right, then. What's a carpenter?
A worker who uses wood to build houses, buildings, bridges, ships, anything that's made of wood.
Cool! Can we make the birdhouse now? Looks great, Bob! Only one small problem. All the noise has scared Galloway. Go! Go! Come back, go!
Oh, come back, Go!
Did you know that these pyramids in Egypt are some of the oldest buildings still standing, Scoop?
Are they older than you, Bob?
Oh, much older. It took lots of builders many, many years to lift all those heavy stones into place.
Lofty and me could build a pyramid in a few days.
Cranes and diggers hadn't been invented yet. It was a long time ago. 4,000 years, in fact.
Wow! I wonder if Mr. Bentley was there.
I don't think so, Scoop. This is a city I'd love to visit one day, Scoop.
Riverdale?
No, New York City, home of the Empire State Building, one of the world's first skyscrapers.
It's so tall! It's taller than tiny!
Yes, and on the top floor, you can see for miles all around.
Awesome! Can I come with you, Bob, please?
I don't think you'd fit in through the doors, Scoop.
Can you at least buy me a postcard and a T-shirt?
I'm not sure you'd fit into that either. Scoop, you've overslept again. You need a new alarm clock like this one at the Houses of Parliament in England.
Wow, that's one big clock! How does it work?
A swinging pendulum turns the clockwork inside, which moves the hands of the clock. And every hour, a huge hammer strikes the giant bell. It's called Big Ben.
But I'm so sleepy. Whoa! Oh, I'm awake now, Bob! I think your picture frame is wonky, Bob.
No, Scoop. That's the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy. Tourists from all over the world visit to take photos of it.
Why would they want to do that? It's not quite right, Bob. Look, it's leaning at a funny angle.
That's what makes it so interesting.
What happened to it? It must have been built wrong.
Yes. It was built on ground that was too soft on one side, and in the hundreds of years since then, it has leaned further and further off at an angle.
Can you fix it, Bob?
No, I can't.
What do you think is different about these houses, Scoop?
They don't have any flowery curtains.
What else?
Ew! It looks like it's made of mud.
That's right. This is a mud hut in an African village. In areas where wood is hard to find, houses can be built out of mud bricks. Wet mud is also used like plaster to stick the bricks together. When it dries, the building is solid. It stays cool in summer and warm in winter.
Wow! A house made from mud. I think we found Muck's dream home. Look out! That ship's going to hit that bridge, Bob!
It's okay, Scoop. That's a movable bridge.
A what?
A movable bridge. It can open, see? Most of the time it acts as a normal bridge to let cars and people pass over it. But when a really tall ship sails down the river, the bridge opens up and lets it sail through.
That's clever.
Yes, and there are all sorts of different ways that movable bridges open.
What a great idea. It stops the ship from bumping its head on the bridge.
I suppose it does, Scoop.
What are they doing, Bob?
They're building a treehouse, Scoop.
Oh, why would a tree want to live in a house?
No, it's a house in a tree.
Oh, yeah, like the one you built for the Spring City rockets.
Exactly. The treehouse is built in the branches of the tree. Often the wood can be fixed to the tree using ropes and cables rather than nails, so as not to hurt the tree.
That's the coolest house ever! Can you build me a treehouse, Bob?
Depends. Can you climb a ladder?
Yes.
Right.
Are those people building a snowman, Bob?
They're building an igloo.
Igloo? That's a funny name for a snowman.
It's not a snowman, Scoop. It's a house made of snow.
How's it built?
Large blocks are cut out of the snow and then built into the shape of a dome. It's warm and toasty inside.
Cool! I mean, warm! Can we build an igloo now, Bob?
No, Scoop.
Why not?
It's the middle of summer.
Ah, that's why I haven't seen more igloos then. Wow, Bob! They're building that skyscraper super fast!
That's a time-lapse video, Scoop. It's a sped-up film showing weeks of actual building work.
Oh, right. Of course.
It's a good way of seeing how a building is put together. First, they build upwards floor by floor with the help of a tall crane lifting heavy materials.
Like tiny!
Yes. Once the inside frame is in place, the glass windows are added to the outside.
It's finished already! That's even faster than we work!
Do you know that houses are a bit like humans, Scoop?
Why's that, Bob? Can houses talk and play football?
No, Scoop. Like humans, many houses have a skeleton on the inside, but it's made of wood. Like a skeleton, it's a strong support frame that holds everything together. Once the timber frame is complete, walls, windows, and the roof are added. Nice looking house, isn't it?
Yes, but watch out for the skeleton inside, kids! Bob, I want to drive into the city, but there's a river in the way.
Then we'll need to build a bridge, Scoop. We'll start with a steel frame which will take the heavy load. Then we'll build the road across the river, giving it extra support from cables. There, Scoop. Finished. Now you can drive across to the city.
It's okay, Bob. I went the long way round.
Now you tell me.
It looks like those builders are icing a cake, Bob.
They're paving cement, Scoop.
A cement cake? Yeah, that sounds disgusting.
A cement floor. See how they keep stirring the bucket of wet cement with a power tool? That's to keep it nice and runny. When they pour it onto the floor, they smooth it over, and then it goes hard. Kind of like icing a cake, I guess.
Do you think you could make me a diesel cake, Bob?
Now that sounds disgusting.
Diesel cake.
Do you know what today is, Scoop?
Oh, boy! Is it the day we make the building go boom?
Yes, a controlled demolition using explosives.
I can't wait!
3, 2, 1.
Boom! Again!
Not today, Scoop.
Awesome! I love this job, Bob! Now can we make something else go boom?
Demolition isn't just about making things go boom, Scoop. It's about safely removing old buildings.
Yeah, that's nice, Bob. Can we watch it go boom now?
3, 2, 1.
Boom!
See how it falls in on itself? The explosives have been placed so that the explosion only affects a small area and doesn't damage anything else around it, like those trees.
Sorry, Bob. I can't hear you. Too much boom!
Old buildings can be demolished in different ways, Scoop, such as...
Wrecking balls!
Yes, a big heavy steel or concrete ball is swung toward the building, making it...
Go smash!
Exactly! The wrecking ball is swung from a crane, just like Lofty.
Oh, Lofty gets to have all the fun. I'm good at wrecking things too, Bob.
Yes, Scoop. Not always when I've asked you to.
Look out, Bob! There's a giant monster claw eating a building!
That's a hydraulic extractor scoop. The machine uses a big gripper to pull the building apart piece by piece. This helps the builders choose what part of the building to demolish, instead of smashing down the whole thing.
So there's no giant monster claw?
No, Scoop.
Oh, that would have been pretty cool. Bob, can you attach a giant monster claw to me?
No.
Oh. Look, Bob, it's Dizzy's big sister.
That's a cement mixer, Scoop.
I knew that. Wow, look at the drum turning.
That's to keep all the wet concrete inside from going hard before we pour it into place.
Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody... Whoa, I feel giddy.
The concrete is poured down that chute where it's ready for us to...
Drive through the fresh cement and write our names in it.
No, Scoop. Pave the car park.
Yeah, that too.
When would we need a forklift, Scoop?
When we are eating our dinner, Bob.
Not a fork, a forklift. A machine made for lifting heavy objects a short distance. That's the fork there, an L-shaped prong that lifts the materials.
Up
And
down.
if we didn't have a forklift, we'd really struggle to move heavy loads around the yard.
And you couldn't eat your spaghetti, Bob.
What's the most important thing about a tractor unit like 2 Ton, Scoop?
The loud horn.
Tractor units are really strong. They can pull lots of different kinds of trailers that carry heavy loads across long distances.
Woohoo! Ratchet!
They carry everything from building materials to food supplies to houses and even other machines. They're one of the biggest machines you'll find driving down the highway.
Which means they need a really loud horn. I wish my horn was that loud.
To lift building materials to the top of tall buildings, it helps to have a really long arm.
Ah, too bad your arms are too short, Bob.
That's why we use a tower crane, like Tiny, a tall machine with a long arm called a jib. Using a hook hanging from a cable, a crane helps lift heavy things all the way up to the top of a building,
Like a weightlifter.
helping to make the building bit by bit.
Tiny must be so strong. He must have bigger muscles than you, Bob.
Much bigger. Now this machine's called a...
Front tip dumper.
That's right, Scoop.
I knew that because it looks like a mini Muck. Maybe this is Muck's little cousin.
Dumpers have a special ability to tip their front bucket and dump out the materials they're carrying.
Like dirt.
Yes, what else?
Rocks and pebbles and gravel and mud. Oh, remember that time that Muck accidentally dumped all that mud over Mayor Madison's car?
How could I possibly forget? Why would we use a roller, Scoop?
To make stuff go squishy squashy.
Not quite. Rollers, like our Rolly, use their large round wheels to smooth down surfaces and make them nice and flat.
Like a pancake.
Yes, a roller is the perfect machine to use when smoothing out a road or footpath.
Or if you want to squash something and make it go splat. Like bananas or watermelons or lunchboxes or...
No, Scoop. That's definitely not what rollers are for. Scoop, have you tidied up your messy garage yet?
No, Bob. I'm watching this cool machine in action. What's it called?
That's a mini excavator. See how it has tracks instead of wheels? That's to help it move across rough ground without getting stuck. And see the big metal blade at the front? That's for clearing materials out of the way, like soil, sand, and rubble.
I've just had a brilliant idea. I could use a mini excavator to clear away all the mess in my garage.
That is not a brilliant idea, Scoop. Now, this is
Oh, that's an excavator with a scoop like me. I'll handle this one, Bob.
Go for it, Scoop.
Excavators are very clever machines that can do lots of amazing things, like digging holes, demolishing buildings, and moving dirt with their scoops. Some diggers, like me, are extra brilliant because we have a second bucket as well as a scoop. But enough from me. Bob, do you think machines with scoops are awesome too?
Yes, and...
Oh, sorry, Bob, we're out of time.
Can you tell me why it's very important to wear a hard hat at a worksite, Scoop?
To stop getting sunburned.
No.
To keep your brain from getting cold.
No.
Oh, to keep your hair cut in place.
To protect your head from the dangers of a worksite. such as dangling electrical wires or from hitting your head on low objects. It's the very first thing you should put on and the very last thing you should take off.
Look, Bob, his haircut's okay! Phew, that's a relief.
It's important to look after your eyes and face at a work site. Here's a builder wearing special goggles.
So he can see through walls with X-ray vision! Cool!
No, Scoop. To protect his eyes from being hurt by flying bits of material while using a jackhammer, a chainsaw, or welding. A dust mask is also useful to protect against breathing dust, paint, or chemical fumes.
Good thinking, Bob. Only one problem.
What's that?
Now how does he eat his lunch?
A sturdy pair of work boots are an essential piece of clothing at a work site.
So your feet don't get wet if you step in a puddle.
More importantly, so your feet don't get hurt by dangerous materials left lying around. Ear defenders are another important safety item to wear. They're made to protect your ears against loud noises from the machinery.
And for listening to music.
No, but maybe for putting on when I don't want to hear any more of Scoop's silly comments.
What?
Just kidding, Scoop. When would I wear a safety harness, Scoop?
When riding a roller coaster!
No, on a work site. I'd wear one to secure myself when we're working high above the ground.
Are you scared of heights, Bob?
No, but builders must do everything they can to prevent a fall. And here's some more important safety gear.
Ski gloves!
Safety gloves. Perfect for protecting your hands against cuts, electricity, chemicals, and hot temperatures.
And for building a snowman! Can we, Bob? Can we please, please, please?
Okay, Scoop, it's time to play your favorite game.
Name that noise! Fire away, Bob.
What makes this noise?
Is it a lawnmower?
Bigger?
Oh, is it a tractor unit towing a trailer?
Not quite. It's a machine with a large round drum at the back that turns round and round.
Oh, I know! Is it a cement mixer?
Yes!
Phew! That was hard. Like cement!
Hold on to your hard hats, folks. It's time to play
Name That
Noise! Listen carefully, Scoop. What makes this noise?
Wow, it's loud!
Sorry?
I said it's loud!
Yes, it is. So what is it?
Is it a dentist's drill?
Nope.
Leo's teeth chattering in the cold?
Nope. Here's a clue. I use it to break up concrete.
A jackhammer?
Correct.
What?
Correct.
Sorry, Bob, I can't hear you over the jackhammer. I'm bored, Bob.
You up for a game of Name That Noise?
Oh, yeah! Hit me, Bob.
Okay, Scoop. What makes this noise?
Is it a jet plane?
No.
An alien laser ray?
No.
Rolly snoring?
Nope.
Oh, it's really hard. Give me a hint.
I use it to cut wood into shapes.
Oh, a jigsaw.
Yes!
I knew it all along.
Sure you did, Scoop. Guess what time it is, Scoop?
Time to play Name That Noise.
Yes. What makes this sound?
Is it a hole puncher?
No.
Oh, an automatic tennis ball machine.
No.
Chef Tatty cracking eggs?
Not even close. Here's a hint. It's a tool I use to fix lumber together.
Oh, a nail gun.
Got it, Scoop.
Nailed it. What are we doing today, Bob?
Shh. We're building a bird hide for Mr. Bentley so we can do some bird watching. And then we'll add camouflage to the bird hide.
What do you mean, camouflage?
We'll paint the hut with a green and brown pattern that sort of looks like the trees, leaves, and grass. That's camouflage. It helps it blend in with the surroundings so the birds don't see Mr. Bentley and get frightened away.
Great idea, Bob.
Well done, Scoop. Did you know paint colors can affect how you feel, Scoop?
Really, Bob? What mood does the color blue give you?
It makes you feel relaxed, perfect for bedrooms.
What about red?
Makes you hungry, suited to the dining room.
And green?
Refreshing, like nature, great for a bathroom.
Oh, and yellow, my favorite.
Yellow is the color of happiness.
I'm yellow, and I make everyone happy all the time. Right, Bob?
Absolutely, Scoop. Most of the time. It's not just builders who paint, Scoop.
Kids can too! Yay!
And there's lots of fun to be had mixing paints and making new colors. What does red and yellow make?
Orange!
What about blue and red?
Oh, purple!
And blue and yellow?
Green! I love making new colors, Bob. Oh, maybe I could paint myself fire truck red, or space alien purple, or dazzling rainbow.
What's wrong with plain old yellow? The most important thing on a building site is safety.
Absolutely, Bob.
Signs use colors and symbols to tell us information. What do these flashing orange lights tell us?
Caution, drivers, roadworks.
Yes. And this yellow sign?
Look out! Crane carrying heavy objects.
Correct. And finally, this orange and red sign?
Builders digging holes ahead. And look! That's a picture of you, Bob! You're famous! Can I have your autograph?
Not now, sorry. I'm busy digging. Who lives in a castle, Scoop?
Oh, kings and queens and princes and princesses.
Yes. And these days, so do modern families. So builders often repair old castles and add electricity, running water, and heating.
That's a lot of work, Bob. I prefer building these kind of castles.
Looks great, Scoop.
That's King's Scoop. Thank you, Bob.
Pardon me, Your Majesty. What do you get when you cross a house and a boat?
A seasick family?
No, Scoop. A houseboat.
Wow, cool! Does that mean people can live on a boat?
Yes. Houseboats are built with bedrooms, bathrooms, living rooms, and kitchens. Just like a normal house. All the furniture must be secured to the floor so it doesn't move around if the water gets rocky. And there's room for a whole family inside.
Ah, that's nice, Bob. So a pirate would never miss his mummy.
This is a green home, Scoop.
No, it's not, Bob. It's red.
A green home is a house that doesn't harm the environment and often gets its energy from nature. On some green homes, the sun heats up solar panels on the roof, or the wind spins a wind turbine and turns it all into electricity for the house. Trees can be planted around a green home to make shade and keep it cool in summer. It's the perfect green home.
Wow, amazing, Bob. But you should get your eyes checked. That house is definitely not green. Look, Bob, it's a giant boat.
That's the Sydney Opera House.
Is it called that because Sydney lives there?
No, it's in Sydney, Australia. Its concrete roof is designed to look like the sails of a boat. It's a place where all sorts of art is performed, from singing to dancing to opera.
Cool! I'm amazing at opera.
Lovely. I think they can hear you all the way down in Australia, Scoop. Why do giraffes have long necks, Scoop?
Oh, a riddle. Because their feet are smelly?
No, because in the wild they eat the leaves from tall trees. So when we build a giraffe enclosure at the zoo, we have to build tall feeding towers for them.
So they can eat their breakfast.
We also build viewing platforms so the visitors can climb up high and get nice and close to their tall heads.
Yeah, and so they can't smell their smelly feet.
What do you see here, Scoop?
A playground. And there's a hairy little kid playing in it.
That's not a playground. That's an ape and monkey enclosure. It's been built to be like their home in the wild, where they live in trees. Those wooden poles, swings, and ropes help them enjoy their favorite things, climbing and swinging.
Wow, it looks so much fun. Can I join in?
I don't know, Scoop. You're yellow. They might mistake you for a banana.
Yikes! A swimming pool. Are you going to practice your backstroke, Bob?
No, Scoop. That's the penguin enclosure at the zoo. Penguins are birds who can't fly, but swim instead. So it's important to have a nice big pool for them to swim, dive, and catch their lunch in.
Cool pool, Bob. Can you build me one so we can have a pool party?
Sure, Scoop. When penguins can fly.
Oh, gee, thanks, Bob. Sea monster!
That's not a sea monster, Scoop. It's a shark.
A shark? Oh, I love sharks.
A shark tank needs to be like the ocean. Salt is added to the water to make it more like seawater. The tank has lots of room so the shark can swim around, moving water over its gills to help it breathe.
What do you think sharks like to eat?
Maybe one of my delicious sardine sandwiches.
I doubt it, Bob.
Okay, Scoop, it's time to play your favorite game.
Name That
Knife!